Hey guys, what's up? So today we are going to do a diecast review on the second gen CE series school bus model. So we're just going to go ahead and take a look at the model itself and then the different variations of the model, and we're just going to go ahead and talk about some of the features that the model has. So let's get started. Alright, so the first version of the CE model we're going to take a look at has the IC logos for like a 2004 production year up until about a 2009 production year bus. And what I mean by that is these are the IC logos that first gen CEs would have had. It doesn't have a C, like the newer buses have the C sticking out from the I, and they say Navistar on the logo. But on this bus, if you can see, it's got the older IC logo. And they also didn't close the side here, so it's just open lines, if you get what I'm saying. And then on the hood logo, you can see it's just the standard older IC logo. And then also on the back, you have the IC bumper logo. So this would be the very first second gen type model. And this model itself, in the box that this model came in, there's actually a piece of paper that has something to do with the production code, and I think it's November 2006. So that just goes to show you how old this particular model actually is. Now you'll see it actually does have a place for body-mounted mirrors on the sides of the bus. I personally do not put the body-mounted mirrors into my CE models, but this is what they look like here. You have the passenger side mirror, which is this little looking square little piece right here. So this one right here is the passenger side. And then the second one is the driver's side. Now what the driver's side mirror does, it's kind of cool. If I can get them out of the bag here, is it actually pivots. So here, I'll show you here's the passenger side mirror real quick. You can see what it looks like. So that would go like this on the bus. It would go into these little holes and stick off the bus like that. But what the driver's side one does is it's movable. You can see that I can actually move it, which is kind of cool. But this would go in on the CE like this, and that's how it would look. So those are the mirrors. And the mirrors are the same for each and every generation of the CE model. Now, the mirrors, the cross-view mirrors are, on the hood, so you don't have to worry about installing them. One thing I will say, for those of you who don't actually have one of these and want one of these, or are going to buy one of these or whatever, the cross-view mirrors on this bus are very delicate. So I would exercise caution when messing with them, because if you bend them, they will snap. They're very delicate, especially at the point where the mirror meets the bracket. And I know I've seen a lot of these CE models where the bottom part breaks off. So again, very delicate model. You also have the stop sign that swings out. It just says stop on the front side. You don't actually have it on the back. You've got your battery door. You've got all of your correct markings. The only thing when it comes to clearance lights, because you've got your roof cap clearance lights, they just didn't put clearance lights on the sides of the bus, on the top of the roof. You also have your roof hatches. A lot of models actually don't even have roof hatches. I mean, the CE and the Thomas models have it because they're promo models, but most school bus models, that wouldn't be actual promotional models, usually don't have the roof hatches. So that's a nice little touch. And the fact that they're white and not yellow is also a nice touch. Now, this is a 72 passenger bodied bus because it's got 12 windows. And on the back, you've got your rear door. This little glass piece here is actually an insert. It's not a part of the entire glass piece for the bus. So you can see that you can see where it snaps in. If you look close enough, you can see yellow part of the actual body of the bus. And then you've got your taillights and all kinds of stuff. I have always been kind of interested by these little jewel looking lights that they put on them. it adds an effect, whereas a lot of the models might have their stuff painted on. The CE's got actual plastic looking lights, and like I've said in the past, I've always liked how that looks. The other thing, they also have put a simulated crossarm on the front bumper, so that's pretty cool. Now, moving on to the second version of the CE model, you have the 2010 to 2011 production years. So this model has the newer logo, but it doesn't say Navistar. So this would be like a 2012 model bus. It has the I and the C that actually sticks out like they do on the new bus. You can see here. Like I said, the logo's there. It just doesn't say Navistar. So it's pretty much a newer logo just without Navistar. Nothing really changed other than the wheels. I forgot to point this out. The wheels on the first version are actually noticeable rubber. It's got a kind of a curved shape from the wheel. The second version of the model, the wheels are flat. They don't come off to a curve like you can see they're flat there. If you look at this, it kind of comes off to a curve. But other than that, everything else is the same. Nothing's changed other than the logos and the wheels, and you still got that crossarm. Now, one of the buses that I have with this version of logos is a bus that I bought on eBay a few years back, 65. It actually came with a custom-built crossarm from F&J Bus. I didn't buy it like this, but you can see they put a custom-built crossarm on it, and I always thought that was pretty cool, so I wanted to show you guys that in the video. Now, the last generation of CE models, because they stopped making them around 2015, is the 2014 model year bus. So this is the 14 model year bus. Again, nothing's really changed except for the logos. You've got the newer IC logo with Navistar. You can kind of see it there. You've got the IC logo on the grill that has the C sticking out from the I. Now this model has a factory error where they didn't put the black paint in the vent for the hood right there. And they also didn't get it on the emergency door handle or the little arrow for the emergency door. But the other thing this bus has is Navistar on the back bumper, because that's a distinctive feature to 14 model year buses, because they only did that for one model year. Anything after that just has a blank rear bumper. You can also see the IC badge where it used to have on the older models, where it had the IC badge there, which I forgot to show you guys. This is what the IC badge looks on the 2012 modeled bus. You can see it's kind of hard to see because it's dark. But anyways, there's the three versions of the model. I'm going to go ahead and compare it with a few models I have here. So let's get started. So this is my little 97. This is the bus we're going to use to compare with other models. So the first model we'll look at it with is the BE, and the BE was actually made to go with it. So you can see I'll be doing a video on this, so you'll get a review of it too. But you know, they obviously are meant to go together, so they look good together. I'm not going to go too much into detail on the BE because that'll be in a separate video, but you can see that's what they look like together. The next model we're going to look at it with is the C2. I do have to say I do like the way these two look together. The C2 is just a tad bit taller, but you can see that's what they look like together. We got the rear ends there. But like I said, the C2 sits up a little bit higher. We can stress test the C2. And then stress test the CE. But yeah. Now the next model, I'm a little OCD when it comes to my scales and my fleets. So the HDX being as big as it is, I don't normally park them together because there's a noticeable difference in height, and that's not how it would actually be in real life. So, you know, them being next to each other is not a common thing, because like I said, I'm a little OCD with my scales. But for the video, I'll show you what they look like together. You can see that the HDX is way bigger. And then we got the, you can see the roof above the CE. but let's see here. It's so big the camera doesn't even catch it. But there it is with the HDX. Now the last model I'm going to show it to you with is the Siku FS65, which this is another model that I think it actually goes pretty well with. It's a relatively similar in scale. It might be a little bit taller. The one thing I want to say about the CE model is the cross-view mirrors are not a very common thing. You usually get body-mounted mirrors. So to have a model that actually has cross-view mirrors is really cool. And that's one of my main attractions to it as a model. I just really like the way it looks. Also, it's a CE. So there we go. And now you can see the two rear ends together. And the sides. And here's the hood open on this, and that's what they look like next to each other. So I've got one last thing to show you with this model, and that's the CE plush bus. So it's obviously bigger than the model, but they represent the same thing, so I figured I would show you the two different, versions of it. They both have Navistar, so this is also a 2014 model year bus with the IC logo. You can definitely see the IC logo on that. So that is that. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do a diecast review on the CE series because I think some people have actually requested to see it, but I never got around to doing it, so here it is. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I will be doing a review on the BE, and it'll probably be coming out sometime after this. So thanks for watching. Bye.